Hi, I'm David Hoblowitz. My blog is davidhoblowitz.com, also known as thenotesguyinseattle.com. Today I wanted to share with you a recent troubleshooting issue that I worked on and what the solution was ultimately for that. And this is a good one because it's rather obscure and it's in settings that you don't normally spend a lot of time working with, so it's very easy to overlook. In this case, mail was being received from the internet for groups in the Domino directory. And while there may be some groups that they would like to receive this way, not all of the groups. For example, if you have a group that is all users, you would not like that to be available to the internet for spammers to figure out and start sending mail to all of your users internally. Also, it didn't require resolving the name exactly. That is, they could make a random guess at something that's close to it, and if it was a near match, Domino's really good at figuring out what you meant when it can, and then it delivers that message to who it thought you meant to send it to. But there are settings in here that we can adjust to prevent things like that from happening. Starting off, we go into the Domino directory, and under the server configurations, we'll open the configuration document for the inbound SMTP server. That is the Domino server that receives the mail directly from the internet. In there, we'll first go to the SMTP tab and then to the Basics tab. And under that, we have the address lookup field. And I want to show you what the help is on this one. What it's saying basically is, with the way it's set right now with full then local part, the full name then local part means that it'll try to resolve it, and it'll use any of the fields that are in a person document that are included in any of the names fields, which you would prefer that not to happen, because then, as an example, they could do an email, they could send an email to just by the last name, and it's easy to guess at last names, so that makes it easier for a spammer. If we set this to full name only, then it has to be an exact match. Now, the next place we have to go is under Restrictions and Controls, SMTP Inbound Controls, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and we have this field for inbound intended recipients controls in this section called Verify that local domain recipients exist in the Domino directory. By default, it's disabled. But if we enable this field, we expose two more fields. And this one here, reject ambiguous names. If I click on the header, you can see what it's talking about, and that if it's, again, if it doesn't have an exact match, that is not a duplicate, it's going to reject the message. This will also save work on your server. It won't even accept the message if that is enabled. We're going to turn that one on. And then lastly, we have this one, deny mail to groups. And again, if I click on the help, it's saying that if the name resolves to a group name, then don't send. That I'm showing you because you may want no groups to be able to receive an email from the internet. In this case, we're leaving this disabled. That is, I want to be able to receive mail to groups, but I want to control which groups can get that mail. So with the settings that I've just shown you, and I've shown you this Easter egg, which would be nice if IBM would actually reveal these all the time so you could see they're there whether you're using them or not. But that's another issue. If we come over here to a particular group that I already have in this Domino directory. This group is called Resume Reviewers, and the intent is that when any message is sent to this group, it will go to the people who actually handle those resumes. A lot of times you may set this up as a mail-in database so that all of those resumes go to one mailbox, and then the people who need to deal with that all work in that one mailbox. But in this case, this is an example where they wanted to have the mail come and go directly to the mailbox of the people who manage them. And this way they can also send it to multiple people. So we've created a group for that, and in the group we have the list of the people that should receive it. And then, and here's the important part, it actually has an internet address specified. In this case, it's resumes at domainname.com. And with this, it will be able to receive an internet email message if it is sent to that exact address. So there you have it. the couple of things you need to do to make sure that groups receive mail for those groups that you actually want mail, and to not receive mail for those that you don't want to receive mail to. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you look at the link in the comments below, you can also see a link to a SlideShare presentation, a slide deck that was put together by the folks at IBM Technical Support, where it has other tips very similar to this. They did not have this tip included in there, so I think that the two complement each other well. But take a look at that slide deck, and they have some really good information. Until next time.